Good morning. It is October the 3rd, 2016, and I hope you all had a great weekend. It was fabulous. Here on the southern central plains, like 75, 78 degrees, very little wind, and hopefully all your football teams won too. Tennessee is finding out how to win the hard way. They're hard to watch. You're on the edge of your chair damn near the whole game, so hopefully they get better at doing what they're doing. But right now it's beyond exciting. It's a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. So what happens to kick off October? We start October with a German bank holiday. That has hurt the volumes overnight. We have Gallup consumer spending last month was 91. I'd like to see that greater than 91. We have PMI manufacturing at 51.4. Last month was 52. ISM manufacturing at 50.2. That could come in less than 50. Construction spending up 0.3. That one always comes in lower than forecast, but usually we're looking at +5 or +0.6. And motor vehicle sales at 17.4. That's an important number. It has been running 17.3, 17.4. Anything north of 16, the automobile industry can prosper, although a lot of people would have to be laid off if we did get back to 16 million annualized sales. So the focus is going to be ISM manufacturing and motor vehicle sales. If the ES trades up today and every stock market in the world is up following our lead, we were up 132 points on the Dow on Friday and up 12 points on the E-mini. So every stock market around the world has followed the United States lead. We'll see what we get. If the E-mini continues to trade higher today, then I'm sure it'll pressure treasuries. Right now we've got resistance in the 5 to 8 area. So we're going to take a trading range approach, and based on the direction of the E-mini, sell 1, 7 to 11, sell 2, 15 to 19. On the buy side, 29 to 01 looks like it's going to try to trade lower, and then 21 to 25. Got the ZB. Our resistance starts at 8, so for sure 12 to 16. 19 to 23, sell 1. 31 to 03, sell 2. On the buy side, we've got support the buck to 04. 25, 29, buy 1. And then 17 to 13, buy 2. If we got a good market today with a chance to trade higher, that 168 area should hold. And we do have news today that can impact the trading. Gold was relatively quiet when I looked at it last. Definitely had selling on Friday, and we're down to our 13.15 to 17, which is where we thought there's been pretty good support since the middle of last week. So buy 1. Then 10 to 12, so basically trying to buy 10s to 15s. And on the sell side, 23, 25, sell 1. 28 to 30, sell 2. For trading range here, we do have some news that can impact the trading. Be leaning on the news breaking us out of the trading range right here. Be interesting to see how our bureaus take the numbers this morning. If they puff them like they do the unemployment numbers, or if they leave them as is. This administration is doing everything in their power to stay in power and cooking the books. These if they can do it and get away with it, they will. And they've done it in the past and gotten away with it, so there's no reason not to think they won't. But we'll know when it comes out. We'll be able to see if they're outliers or if they're close to where most of the world thinks they should be. Okay, 75, we're right there right now. We have a high of 85. So 80 to 90, sell 1. 13, 15, 25, sell 2. On the buy side, 50 to, we'll make it 50 plus or minus, and 25 for buy 2. See in the trading range, see it's at the top end of it. I'm going to give it a little room to the downside. It may take 75s to get off a short. Crude oil was up. Saudi Arabia. Stock market has been routed, they said. I don't know what that means. What a rout on the Saudi Arabian stock market. But this, I think we're headed above 50. I mean, if this OPEC deal is true, and like I said, nobody from OPEC is going to come out and say it's baloney. It'll never happen. But the devil, I mean, if they don't grant Iran 4 million barrels per day, which is what they said that they needed to agree to anything, which essentially means that they can produce all they can produce and increase those, then there is no deal. And so they've got a couple of months here, well actually a month, to work out all the details. We'll see if that happens. We're at 64 right now. The high is 85, so 49, 49 and a quarter, sell 1. I think we're going for stops above 50, minimal. Sell 2 will be 50 to 75. On the buy side, we broke it out 32, so 48 even, 48 and a quarter, buy 1. And it may take a 50 to get off along. We'll just give it a little room. When we first start out, we'll probably have to tighten it up. Then 47.50, 47.75 for buy 2. Okay, is the rest of the world leading and the United States playing catch up? The equity markets are usually driven by what goes on in the United States. So we come in and we take a look at this. We've got a seller, 70 plus or minus, and we've definitely had a buyer below 40. And when the market goes quiet, we usually look at about a $30 or 30-point range, give or take. So put all this together, it is leaning B, so I think we have a chance to trade it lower and come back and retest the 50 area. So first little support's going to be in that 55 area, but we're going to give ourselves a little room. We're going to make 50, 52, buy 1. Put a question mark at 55, and then 45, 47, buy 2. On the sell side, 63, 65, sell 1, 69, 72, sell 2. Review the news quickly. PMI manufacturing 51.4. The important number, ISM manufacturing 50.2. That one can come in less than forecast. Construction spending never comes in as forecast, plus 0.3. And then motor vehicle sales at 17.4. So That's the news focus right there, and this number isn't totally out until about noon Eastern. Kay's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be with you as soon as possible.